and even said, let's take this one step at a time. Does this distraction of a possible impeachment trial of Andrew Cuomo put the Biden agenda either at risk, or does it make it harder?
No, I don't think so at all. We have to remember
Really?
that Biden did come out and say that he believes that Cuomo should resign.
Yeah.
And as a woman, these actions that happen are inexcusable. No one should get away with this, and he should definitely, Cuomo should resign.
So to you, that's enough from the Biden administration. He should resign, didn't say there should be impeachment. You think the world moves on?
No, I think as New Yorkers, they can, if he runs for re-election in 2022, they can vote him out. They have the power to do that.
Yeah,
and he was elected by the people.
Reasonable people could agree that if the Andrew Cuomo story continues all the way through next November, that'd really be a distraction for Democrats, right?
I don't believe so. I mean, I think we have to think of that there's 5 options for this. There is one, that Cuomo decides not to seek re-election in 2022, right? That he does seek re-election and he wins. He decides not to seek re-election at all. He decides to seek re-election and loses, or that he's impeached. And there's a lot of possibilities as that. But I believe that people of New York ultimately will make a determination of whether they want him or not to run for office. But, we also have to remember about Trump. When Trump ran, a lot of these women came out, and we have videotape of him saying that he grabbed women, and still the voters voted for him. So we should let the American people vote.
And Andrew Cuomo almost said the exact same thing today, is I grab everybody. And then he played this video. I don't want to use adjectives, but I think cringeworthy would probably be the very basic adjective you could use to describe it. It included Barack Obama and Joe Biden also in this video of Andrew Cuomo and others basically saying, politicians kiss lots of people. It's not a big deal. We want to point out that this video that we're showing you was produced by the governor's office, not by us or any other media organization. Was it noteworthy, you think, that Bill Clinton wasn't in that video?
I can't opine upon that issue of that and in regards to Clinton itself. But we have to think about, ultimately, it's going to be up to the American people. Now, he's denied these allegations and come out and said, but as a woman and someone that is pro-women, I commend the women for coming forward and speaking, and their voice should be heard. And I do believe, as a proud Democrat, that Cuomo should resign from his office. I think it's inappropriate, and I think that he should resign.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. It's nice to see you. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Be safe. Stay healthy.
All the best. Up next, it is considered one of the most powerful and respected newspapers in the world. But did the New York Times' relationship with China impact how it reported, or perhaps more importantly, didn't report on the lab leak theory?